Hi, it's Lynn from LynnieCDesigns. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to recreate this card, which is my entry into this week's sketch challenge over at the Global Design Project. This is Fresh Freesia and Balmy Blue, so I'm going to recreate it with a Balmy Blue base, but I'll share the products that I've used. Snowflake Wishes, which is one of my favorites from last Christmas, and it's in the annual catalogue. And then I'm going to use one of the two embossing folders from the Wintry 3D pair, and it's this beautiful snowflake one. It's just stunning. I've got a base. Pop this out of the way. I've got a base of Balmy Blue, and that's half a sheet of A4, so that's cut at 10.5 centimeters. That's 29.7, and it's scored in the middle to create your base. I've got 2 layers of basic white. They are cut at 10.2 by 14.5. And then I've got a little strip here, again 14.5, and that's 5.5 centimeters. I used shimmer vellum on my original card, but I'm going to use some of this beautiful sheer ribbon to create the edge. And then I've got some of the glittery organdy ribbon for a bow. So we'll pop that out of the way. And then we've got some more basic white for stamping of the snowflakes. They are going to be fussy cut, so I'm not going to make you watch that, but I'll show you how let's just get on and stamp, and then we can put you on hold while I cut them all out. So I've got a sponge dauber, and I want 3 of each of these snowflakes. So I'm going to pop my inks there, tap it in the Balmy Blue, and then apply some of the Fresh Freesia just around the edges. To get the snowflakes, and it's just really pretty. So I need to clean off in between. And each of these snowflakes are going to look slightly different, just because, you know, you're adding the ink same but just slightly different, which I think is lovely. So I'm gonna do 2 more of these large snowflakes. One on the corner of the inside there. It's the inside panel. And I will show, I did another video, but I didn't quite like the way the card came out. Now where's my envelope? Tough on it. There we go. So that's that. We'll bring that one back in, clean that off, and we'll bring the little one in, and we want 3 of those as well. Aren't they pretty? I think they're lovely. And the other bit of stamping is now do I want yes, I want Merry Christmas this time in the balmy blue. Actually, I think I might need a darker blue, but we'll try it anyway. I just want the top bit, so I'm going to print, there we go, perfect. And then a bit for the front, I'm going to use this kind of multiple. I'm going to do the same. I want to make it all a little bit tonal, so I'm just going to add a bit of the fresh freesia around the edge, and I'm going to stamp that to create another little bit of interest on the back. So turning it round, trying to do random, which isn't really my thing. But you can see you've got the variation of the colour. I'm going a little bit light with the pink just to get a little bit of the edges there. Lovely. And you could cross them over. I'm just doing this very lightly, just because I'm doing it quite quickly. There we go. And off the edges, I always think it's rather nice to come off the edge. Now that's all our stamping. And I'm going to go away, fussy cut all of these, because you really don't want to see me do that. It will take too long. I'll put you on pause, and I'll do my embossing as well, and then I will be back. So let's see, take these away and I will be back shortly. So here I am. I've got the embossed piece, which is gorgeous, and there's all my bits from my fussy cutting. So we'll just pop those in the bin, and then it's a case of assembling the card. So we've got our inside. On the inside now so that I don't lose that, and it's just so pretty, isn't it, seeing that edge round there. I have got my snowflakes, and what I'm going to do here, I've got some tear and tape, and I'm going to run that along both sides. My tape runner's run out, so this is just the easiest way. She said. I'll take off the backing. It's easier than I'm making it look. Tuck over those little bits of extra. I'm going to use this sheer ribbon. I'll stick that along that edge there. Try and get that as straight as possible. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, like that. And I'm going to try and get that evenly across there as well. Fabulous. Now we can add that to the panel. Oh yeah, that's very pretty. Try and get that sort of centered. And then we shall use dimensionals on the back of these. Mini dimensionals. And as I say, I'll show you at the end the card that I made. But I just didn't like it. Don't know if you ever do that. Shows you another possibility, but it didn't work for me, so had to redo my video. I want to put out something that I'm proud of. There we go. So a little bit of wet glue on the back of that. Did not trim this out. Lovely. Let's get my little trimmer. Thought I'd forgotten something. I always forget something. Make sure that we get that straight. There we go. Well, that's a bit pale. But it'll do nicely. Yep. And then I've got the edge of the dimensionals, and we'll pop that up. Maybe could have done with being a little bit darker. I'll pop that there. Fabulous. Pop that there. And then lovely. And then I've got the in colour jewels, and again there is fresh freesia, but actually I think the soft succulent, when you put them on and in the middle of these snowflakes, work really well, because it's sort of a greeny blue. Fabulous. So there we have one version. There's the other version. Oh, we've got the ribbon to put on. I wonder if I can find, oh, there it is. Yeah. Let me just tie a bow. This ribbon is really lovely to tie in a bow. Just Need to play around with it a little bit. There we go, and we'll put that on with some glue dots. Do a couple to make sure that it stays on, and that can go down on that side there. So there are the two cards. There will be more photos and details on my blog, and there'll be a link in the description box below. And there's also a link to my online store if you want to purchase any of these in the description box and on my blog. And this was the other one I made, and I just didn't think it worked. But anyway, let me know what you think. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back next Sunday. Bye for now.